Hello fellow freedom seekers and welcome back. Today I would like to talk to you about a phenomenon which is very popular on YouTube, and it's called "we sold our house to live a van life, to live in a caravan, to travel the world." There are many people claiming on YouTube that that's what they did. We sold everything, we sold our house too. Well, despite of those super popular videos, we didn't do it. We didn't sell our house. We kept our house. And I would like to explain why. I would like to give you our reasons why we decided to keep our property and not sell our house. So perhaps if you are at the stage when you are debating, when you are brainstorming, shall I sell my house or not to follow my dreams, this video may be helpful. Sounds interesting? Give me thumbs up and let's dive in. Who wouldn't click on a video "we sold our house too, we sold everything too, we got rid of everything too"? Well, when we were choosing our life on wheels, we sold many things and got rid of most of our possessions, but we kept the house. Towards the end of this video, I will explain what is often, unfortunately, what is often a real story behind this catchy slogan, we sold our house too, and what is often the case with many YouTubers, sadly. But before that, I would like to give you our reasons for keeping the property, for not selling our house. As much as we love our life on wheels at the moment, we are aware that people change and our ideas and needs may change, and we may simply change our mind in the future, and we may wish to live in a house again. This is probably the first reason why we didn't sell our house, to have a choice. As I said at the beginning of this video, there are no right or wrongs here when it comes to choosing your lifestyle, choosing your path, making a big decision like selling or keeping your house. If you took a different route, if you have different reasons, if you have a different perspective, please let me know in the comments. It may be an eye-opener for us. Have you sold your house? Have you sold everything to follow your dream? Let me know what's your story and what were your reasons to sell your property. The second reason why we decided to keep our house is that we are aware that we are fit and healthy today. Living in a caravan full-time, doing the chores around the van is not a problem for us today. We enjoy travel in winter because we have good health, but that could change either through illness or an accident. One of us could be not fit enough to live in a caravan and live the life we live today. We may be forced to live in a house again through some medical condition. They need to have specialist equipment and so on. So that's the reason why we kept the house, because we may either change our mind or we may be forced to do it, to go back to living in walls. The third reason is money. Property gains value over time. We bought our house in 2014. Less than 10 years later, it's worth twice as much. And we are hoping it will gain value over the time. It's our investment. We actually have two properties which gained significant value in the last 10 years. And to compare it with value of the motorhome, a boat or a caravan, property is definitely a better investment, because a motorhome, a boat or a caravan will lose value over the years as they age, as they wear and tear. And your property will always either kept its value or gain more. Living in a caravan means you do minimal maintenance and you do minimal chores, and upkeep is minimal comparing to living in a property. So many of you may be thinking, why would you choose to keep your house and be responsible for repair and maintenance? Why not sell it and be free and not worry about it? Well, even though we still own the property, we don't do much in terms of maintenance and upkeep because we use an agent. The agency looks after the house, they manage all repairs, they consult it with us, but by the end of the day, it's them talking to the tenants, managing contractors, arranging repairs. So we don't have to worry about that. Yes, we pay for those services, they cost, but we would rather pay someone else and enjoy a carefree life here on a campsite or when we travel than drive 2 hours to our house to paint a wall or repair a wooden gate. Yes, it costs money, but using an agent who, they are professionals, so they will choose your tenant, they will check their references, they collect rent. You can opt for a fully managed let, and that's what we do, which comes with a price tag, but we will have this anytime rather than worry about the things ourselves. So that gives us some peace of mind. We don't mind the extra cost, because when you rent a property and you do your tax return, it's nice to have some expenses, because if you have too much profit, you pay more tax. So that's our thinking. We don't mind paying the agent for looking after the property in our name, because it means we have smaller profit and equally we pay less tax. Another reason for renting our house is our self-esteem. Here at the campsite we do simple jobs. It's mostly gardening, cleaning, maintenance. And it's really nice to mop the floor or cut the grass and receive a notification from your bank or from your letting agency that the rent has been paid. That means our long-term financial plan is working, our investment is ticking, our house is generating profit for us, and it works for us. We don't work for it, or we don't work on it to keep it, to maintain it, to pay the bills, to keep it in a good order. Property is working for us, not other way around. If we ever publish a video titled "We sold our house too," we sold our house to travel the world, to buy a motorhome, to live on a narrowboat, it will probably be one of our houses, and that's what many YouTubers do. That's what a few people we know did. They published a video saying we sold our house too, but they didn't tell their viewers that it was one of many houses they own. It wasn't their only house. They didn't sell all properties. They sold one of many. So before you take a plunge, before you do something really brave, like selling everything you have, selling all your properties and swapping it for life on wheels, do your research and think carefully, do your list of pluses and minuses, and bear in mind that what you see on YouTube, what you see on social media, what you see on Instagram, it's not always true. The final thing which is worth bearing in mind when you watch YouTube and when you watch those videos we sold everything too, is that a year has 52 weeks, which means that if you shoot 3 vlogs a day, and it's absolutely doable and practical, you could create a year's worth content in 17 days. Shooting 3 vlogs a day, it takes 17 days to create a content which will be published on YouTube for a year if you publish a video once a week. And I'm not saying that everyone is cheating and that everyone is faking, but there are definitely couples out there who claim to live in a van while they don't. And we met one of them. Unfortunately, we know a couple who's fairly successful on YouTube. They claim they live in a van full time, and they conveniently don't mention the fact that they live in a house and they do weekend trips in a van. And my intention behind this video today is to warn those of you who are super excited about the prospect of living on wheels, living in a van, living in a caravan. Yes, it gives you freedom. Yes, it's something completely different to doing 9 to 5 and living in a house. But be careful. Make sure you have something to fall back on if things go wrong, if you change your mind, if your health deteriorates, if your partner is unwell, if you are hit by some illness. You have to have a plan B. And when things go wrong, you will be alone. Your followers, your YouTube fans, your Instagram follows, they will not dash to pay your medical bills or pay your mortgage. No, you will be alone. So it's all lovely when it comes to creating content which is popular and loved by many. But remember, the one who pays the final bill will be you. So look after your businesses, look after your finance, seek advice before you make any bold decision. And I hope that this video will help you decide when it comes to managing your property. There are options. You will always have time to sell. But maybe stop and think before you rush into any big decisions. Anyway, we are quite careful with Marek. It works for us. And we know that the day we can't carry on with this lifestyle, or we choose not to carry on with this lifestyle, we have plenty of options and choices. And that's what freedom is all about for us. Please let me know if you watched to the end, till the end. If you would like to hear more from me, please subscribe to the channel. It is free. Leave me thumbs up, which will prove that you like the video, and it will motivate me to create more content for you. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video, perhaps on a Sunday live, which we stream every Sunday at 7 p.m. UK time. Take care and good luck with your decision making.